Hello everyone, this is my update for the 2020 Vision Project Pan. This is my third update because I started in October, and this started as an Instagram project for me, so my introduction is on Instagram. And I've since moved over to have a YouTube channel as well, obviously. And so I just want to run through these real quick and go from there. So I have my notebook in my lap, so if I look down, I apologize. I'm terrible at that. The first thing I have is my Beauty Treats lip scrub. I've used this once. I'm not overly fond of the Vaseline residue kind of feel that it has when I use it, so I have to make myself use that. Second, I have my Tarteist, let me turn that around, my Tarteist lip paint in Birthday Suit, and I've got a note that this is going to be mixed with my OCC lip tar in Technopagan. Third, I've got my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. I don't even know if I've used this at all in the last month, because right now I'm working on a very specific look that I'm panning, because I'm working on another project that ends in February, and I want to use that as much as possible. Fourth, I've got my L'Oreal Million Lash. I'm going to use this as soon as I run out of the Smashbox full exposure mascara that I was using in my 18 and 18 project. Even though that project is over, I'm going to finish using that mascara because it's only a sample, and I hate to put it back in my collection and have it go bad. So this will be my next mascara. Next, I have my e.l.f. eyebrow powder that I'm using as a transition shade. Let me not blind you with this mirror. I'm working on this corner. Still no pan, but I don't use that every day. I'll switch between pink or the brown, depending on if I want a brighter look or a darker look. And then next, where did you just roll away to? Next, I have my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Strawberry Milk. I'm sorry if I keep going brighter and darker. I'm using natural light and it's a cloudy day today. So the Jumbo Pencil, I think I've sharpened this once, and I use that when I'm doing this specific look because it's purple. And since this is pink, it makes it very feminine. Very feminine. Next, I've got Urban Decay in Sin, my highlighter. I use this every so often. So that's that there. I don't know that I'm using it consistently enough to see change, so I need to work on this a little bit more consistently. And now that I've put it in with my Pan That palette, I'm hoping to use it a little more often. And then I've got my 3 OCC lip tars that are also in my lip service. So I'm combining these with liquid lipsticks that are too dry, and it makes them a little more comfortable to wear. I do quite like this. This is not my favorite one, so I'm trying to find something to wear it with. I haven't found anything to mix this with because I like wearing dark lipsticks, so for me it's counterintuitive to lighten a lipstick. So we'll see. I will use it. I want it to be used, so I just have to find the right lipstick to go with it. Next, I have my 3 face powders. The Happy Booster Blush, Happy Booster Translucent Powder, and my Bamboo Bronzer. Might have used them once. I don't wear foundation, obviously. I'm too lazy for that. And I do my makeup in the car on my way to work. My boyfriend drives. We are a one-car family, so I don't have time to do a full face of makeup in the amount of time it takes to drive from our house to my job. Then I have this NARS. It's so pretty, isn't it? So pretty. I've used about half of this so far, but because I use very little of it. I used it today to transition between my nude color in my Ipsy Trio and the purple in the outer V, and it's a beautiful color. I love using it as a eyeshadow. It's just I have to remind myself to use this, and I don't always remember. I don't always remember. And then let's see, my Too Faced eye primer. Haven't started using that. I'm still working on my Milani eyeshadow base from my 18 and 18 project. I refuse to give up on this thing. It's lasted a really long time. A really long time. But as soon as this one is gone, I'll start working on this one. I'm ready for the Milani to be done, but not enough to just toss it. And then, what's next? What's next? Oh, my lip balm. I know I use this every day. I use this every frickin' day, and you can't even tell. You can't even tell. I never measured this when I first started using it, so I have no idea how much I've used. And I won't know until I weigh this, but I use this every day. She's still going strong. She still has, let's see, where is she? I still have this much product, and yeah. So I will continue to use this every day, because I put it on right before I do my makeup, and then when I put my lipstick on, it just goes right on top of it. So I'm using it. You just can't tell. And then my Baby Pan That palette, which is my Ipsy NYX Trio in 01. And I use this shade. I'll blind you with it. As I blind you with it. So I use this shade almost every day. And I tend to use this whole top section. Ignore my nails. I was going to paint them before this, but didn't. And then I kind of concentrate my brush here and here for the other two. I'm actually rather surprised that I haven't reached pan on that. What color? Oh goodness. This shade. Because I use it every day. But this has 3 grams of product. 1 gram each. So these are pretty decent sized eyeshadows. So we'll see. I'll keep using it. It's gonna be gone because I want to move on to my next Baby Pan That palette. I'm gonna use this. It's gonna be gone. It's gonna happen. And then my Wet n Wild Brulee. I haven't used this as much this month because I'm working on another similar shade in one of my other projects, and it's a sample. So I want to get through the sample and then I'll go back to using this. I have no doubt that I will have put a decent dent in this as the months progress, because I use it to blend out my shadow when it gets a little too heavy-handed. And then I've got my Urban Decay 24/7. I haven't started using this because, again, I'm finishing up the eyeliners from my 18 and 18 project. Even though that project is over, I'm not going to crack open a new eyeliner while I still have 2 going. And then, last but certainly not least, my second Baby Pan That palette. And it is my Estee Lauder in Smoky Pink. And I use this when I'm not using the blush or the NARS blush sample as a pink transition or my gray transition. This is largely ignored because I have other products that do what it is I need this for. So once those products are gone, I may mix the brow powder with these two. I'm not sure, but this is getting largely ignored at the moment. And then moving on to my beauty products, I have my coconut oil, which I tried to mark, so but it's very hard to see inside this, and when I'm trying to see inside this, it's dark out, and I've already used it several times this month, so I'm not even going to bother to try and mark it now. But I use this kind of as a lotion in certain places that I'm really dry, and because it's winter and I work in an office and my hands get really dry. So yeah. And then my Black African soap by Coastal Scents that they no longer offer the large size. I haven't used that at all. It never went back downstairs after my last update. And then I've got these Olay face wipes, and I made a concentrated effort to use these and make them go away, and I still have 2 of these. But what I do is I cut them into quarters and I use them 2 at a time, so it makes them last a little bit longer. Since I don't do a full face of makeup, I really just have to get my eye makeup off, and I use 1/4 per eye. So by next update, that will be gone. I was a little disappointed that it's not gone now, but what can you do? And then I've got my Lush soap. I actually used this. I actually used this. Look at it. I used it. This is a wonderful exfoliant, and then it's a moisturizer underneath. Love it. I didn't use the day cream. I used the almond oil for my gauges. So I'm using that very sparingly. And then this is empty. I have it empty. Look at it. It's empty. I can't bring myself to cut it open though. I'm not sure why. I went to go cut this open this morning and I couldn't make myself cut this open. I don't know why. But it's empty. I use this every day at work. I took it to work. I put it on my desk. I use it every day. It's not the best lotion. It's not the best lotion. But I got it in my bridesmaids packet for my sister's wedding in January of last year. It's gone. And that means that I'm going to move on to my apricot oil. So that's going to go to work with me, and I will use that. Then I've got my Neutrogena Night Face Wash. I was here last time. I am here. So this will be gone by next update. This breaks me out. I'm convinced that it is this face wash that breaks me out because it leaves a film on my skin no matter how much I rinse. I don't like it. I will be happy when it's gone. And then the rest of the products I have not used at all. I was doing pretty well with my moisturizer. It never went back downstairs after my last update. So I haven't used it. But I'm trying not to put as many products on my face as I was. Because I'm breaking out and it's bugging me. But that is my update for the 2020 Vision Project Pan. And I'm hoping to have 2 empties by next time. Yay! Thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.